Welcome to this exclusive video interview with Khalil Halilu, a visionary leader driving bold innovation for Nigeria and Africa's future. As the Executive Vice Chairman and CEO of NASENIHQ, Khalil is revolutionizing the landscape of science, engineering, and technology with groundbreaking initiatives that foster industrial growth and self efficiency. From founding game changing startups to leading high impact public sector transformations, his journey is a testament to the power of innovation, strategic leadership, and perseverance. In this conversation, we'll dive into his entrepreneurial mindset, his vision for sustainable development, and the role of technology in shaping Africa's future. Stay tuned as we explore the inspiring story of Khalil Halilu. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. So, if you could just quickly introduce yourself and give us a brief overview of your background and some of the achievements that you've had so far in your journey.
Um, my name is Khalil Halilu. I'm a technology entrepreneur. I started off my education in Asia and then moved to the UK. And after that, I started up, working in a factory in Nigeria, part of the family business, producing various things, and then later moved into building softwares. Um, and along my journey, part of the things that I'm very much keen on is how we encourage companies to invest in Africa. So helping them, understand the African terrain, and then bringing them into the continent, specifically Nigeria, to enable seamless engagement as well as investment into the continent. And currently, I'm the chief executive officer of the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, which is a government agency, driving infrastructural change around science and technology in the country to be able to achieve massive industrialization. Thank you.
That's amazing, sir. So, what are some of the core values that guide your leadership style as the vice president?
Well, I think number one is for the good of the country, and humanity in general. We operate under the three C's, which we call creation, collaboration, and commercialization. We come together to create, to collaborate, then create, and then commercialize these things. Because we believe that industrialization should have impacts. Before, this agency was just a research agency, and we move it under my leadership into an agency that has products, not just prototypes, but can take products into the market.
That's amazing. So, what are some of the emerging trends or technologies that you believe will have a significant impact on the industry?
Well, the first one is renewable energy, because in Africa we have abundant of sunlight, specifically solar, and electricity gap. So we're pushing really hard on that. And there are other emerging technologies around biotech, around mini tractors, around agriculture, electric vehicle. But I think the key top one for Africa now is renewable energy.
That's great. So, what are some of the personal qualities or habits you believe that have contributed most to your success?
So I always say this, that goodwill build your next venture. It's not always about how much you're going to make, but goodwill. And for you to get goodwill, you have to understand people. You have to understand their values. You have to also be honest, and you have to do things, in the most in the most good way possible. And I believe that is what drives me and keeps the relationship going. You always have partners from 15 years ago coming back, to say they want to do business or they want to invest with you, and that's goodwill.
That's well said there. So, how do you stay ahead of industry trends and ensure that your company remains innovative?
Well, I think you have to give opportunity to young people to continue to, challenge the status quo. As you know, Africa has unique problems, and you need, the locals to be able to create, solutions. But you have to give them that opportunity. So once you give them that opportunity, you always have a basket of various solutions, that will tackle the current challenges.
That's fabulous. We'll touch a little bit upon the future. So, what is your vision for the company in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, it's to touch on the key sectors and be able to profile solutions, on the key sectors that affect, the average African person. And one of them that's top priority is access to electricity, as well as agricultural inputs, from equipment to the right seedlings, So we're doing everything possible to see that the solutions we're bringing matches the challenges that we have, based on the demography, and they are bringing fruitful results.
That sounds ambitious. So, what is that one piece of advice that you'd like to give to aspiring leaders and entrepreneurs in your industry?
Well, especially the ones, here locally, that there are a lot of opportunities. When you're talking about resources, Africa is the number one destination, from human capital, to natural resources. And I encourage leaders, not to lose hope, uh, but to strive and transform these resources into something that can change the continent in general.
That's great, sir. So this does bring us to the end of the interview. Is there anything that you'd like to add?
Well, I would like to call on people to come and invest with us. As we believe there are a lot of opportunities, and we're here to help you domesticate and commercialize your solutions from all over the world, and ensure that we bring success in this part of the country.
That's wonderful. I think you're doing
Mm.
a fantastic job with your role, and I wish you all the best for your future ahead with your role as well as the company. So, yeah, I hope that you continue to touch new heights. And yeah, thank you so much for your time and effort for this interview.
Thank you very much, and have a great day.
Yes, you too, sir. Likewise. Take care. Thank you.
All right then.